I think being a student of biology, each and every student must be clear of about the basic division of Earth into different segments. This is not only the division of Earth into different segments, it is also the division of Earth environment into different segments. It is also division of Earth habitat into different segments. It is also division of Earth ecosystem into different segments, and it is also division of Earth biome into different segments. Firstly, if we look at the Earth, our whole planet Earth comprises of two major parts. One part of Earth is occupied by water, and it is approximately two-third part of Earth is occupied by water. And our Earth has 75% water on its surface, and this part of Earth that is actually occupied by water is also called hydrosphere, or this environment is called aquatic environment, or this ecosystem is called aquatic ecosystem or hydrospheric ecosystem, or this biome is referred as aquatic biome. It's mean our most part of Earth is occupied by water, and our Earth has which one of the following biome as the majority of its part, then that biome is actually aquatic biome. Therefore, aquatic life is most abundant on this planet Earth, and most of the aquatic life is not yet discovered, and we are able to discover only 5 to 6% of the aquatic life. And the part of Earth that actually contain dry area. So dry land is referred as the terrestrial part of Earth, and it is also called lithosphere. So part of Earth occupied by water is called hydrosphere, and part of Earth occupied by rocks, by dry area, by rocks, by sand, by soil, that is called as the terrestrial or lithosphere. So Earth environment is basically divided into two segments. One environment is surrounded by water, and that part is called aquatic environment, or this habitat is called aquatic habitat, and this ecosystem is called aquatic ecosystem, and this biome is called aquatic biome. And a small part of Earth actually contain the dry place, and that dry area of Earth is referred as terrestrial part of Earth, or it is also called terrestrial environment, it is also called terrestrial habitat, or it is also called terrestrial ecosystem, or it is also called terrestrial biome. Now moving on the hydrospheric ecosystem, this hydrospheric total water on Earth is actually divided into three segments. The total water that is present on Earth is divided into three segments, and most of the water is in form of seas and ocean. This water is highly hypertonic, it contains excessive salt, and it is unable to be used by the human. It is not used in our domestic purpose. We cannot drink it because of high salt content. It may lead to high blood pressure and cardiovascular disorder. It may lead to the kidney stone formation, and there are many other consequences of marine water. So we can't use this marine water for irrigation purpose. We cannot supply this to the plant because plants are not adapted to that high salt water content, and they are not salt tolerant. We cannot use it for drinking purpose. We cannot use in domestic purpose for cooking, bathing, or any other purpose. So this water is not of use for domestic purpose, and we can only extract some salt or other substance from the seawater. So 97% of the earth water is in form of seas and ocean, and this water is, yeah, this environment is highly hypertonic, and it has high salt concentration. So most of the aquatic part is hypertonic, and animal and plant must have to adjust to this hypertonic concentration. A small portion of earth that actually do not contain excessive salt is called fresh water, or simply I can say that all water other than seas and ocean is called fresh water, and this is only 1% of the total water on earth. It includes water in form of rivers, dams, lakes, canals, springs, ponds, and other small water bodies. So marine water bodies are seas and ocean, and fresh water bodies are river, dam, lakes, canals, springs, and pond, etc. So if we study the living organism found in seas and ocean, this is called marine biology. And if we study the living organism found in fresh water, this is called freshwater biology. And only 2% of the earth water is in form of frozen ice caps and glaciers, and these ice caps and glaciers constitute 2% of the total earth water. And these ice caps and glaciers, when melt, they give rise to rivers, dams, lakes, canals, springs, ponds, etc. And there is also a fresh water in form of water tables that is present under the ground surface and that come out of the earth in form of tube well and spring, etc. So this is basic division of aquatic ecosystem. An aquatic ecosystem is divided into marine ecosystem and freshwater ecosystem. So most of the ecosystem on earth is in form of marine ecosystem, and this is called marine life and freshwater life. So marine habitat and freshwater habitat. Freshwater habitat, as it contains fresh water, less salt, so it is always hypotonic. It is always hypotonic because it has less salt concentration. So animal and plant must have to adjust their osmoregulatory concentration with reference to this hypertonic or hypotonic aquatic environment. Now we come to the dry land, and this dry land is divided into two main segments. There is a portion of dry land that face the acute water shortage. A portion of dry land that is with acute water shortage because in its vicinity or its surrounding there are no sources of water and it have less rainfall, and this is in form of rocks and sands. Dry land or dry or terrestrial habitat or terrestrial ecosystem on basis of water supply is divided into two segments. One part of terrestrial earth or terrestrial environment face the maximum shortage of water, and that part is called as rocks and sand, and especially it contains sand. It is also called desert ecosystem. So dry land with acute water shortage and less rainfall is referred as desert, and there is a small part of dry land that is with moderate water supply because in its vicinity, in its surrounding, water is available in form of rivers, dams, lakes, canals, spring, or in form of rainfall. It is rainfall. It has some rainfall. So this area is having rainfall is called soil and humus, and it is further divided on basis of type of vegetation and rainfall. If it has abundant of trees, it has maximum number of trees, so that is called as forest ecosystem. And if it do not have trees, this is called as the grassland ecosystem. So aquatic terrestrial environment is further divided into two segments. One with acute shortage of water with less rainfall, that is called desert. It actually constitutes rocks and sands. And one with that is present with moderate water supply and where actually sand is converted into soil and it can support life, and it can support life in form of trees, grasses, etc., and vegetation. And it has vegetation in form of trees. If this area of dry land have abundant tree, this is called forest. and if it has less tree and abundant grasses, this is called grassland ecosystem. This is the basic division of earth atmosphere. So a small part of earth is referred as sphere. A small part of earth is called sphere. Is part of earth that is occupied by air is called atmosphere. You know that this whole terrestrial part of earth is actually surrounded by air. Air is the mixture of different gases. So this part of earth that is actually occupied by air is called atmosphere. This part of earth that is occupied by water is called hydrosphere. This part of earth that is occupied by dry land is called lithosphere. And part of earth that is occupied by living organism, biome, living organism, is called biosphere. So biosphere is actually part of earth that contain living organisms. This biosphere may be present in water, this may be present in dry land, but atmosphere actually surrounds the earth. So part of earth that is occupied by air, atmosphere. Part of earth occupied by living organism, biosphere. Part of earth occupied by water is called hydrosphere. Part of earth occupied by dry land is called lithosphere. We can see biosphere in hydrosphere as well as lithosphere, because living organisms are present within the bottom of ocean as well as they are present on the top of different mountains. So biosphere can be seen deep in the ocean, 10 to 8 to 10 kilometers below the earth's surface or sea level to the bottom of ocean, and it can be seen above the earth 8 to 10 kilometers above the earth on the top of different mountain. So biosphere is actually located in water in hydrosphere, or it is also located in terrestrial lithospheres. Atmosphere is actually surrounding the lithosphere. This lithosphere is actually surrounded by the atmosphere. So this is basic division of earth, habitat, ecosystem, environment, and being student of biology, you must know this classification because biology actually based upon this classification. Thanks for watching. Hope so you have enjoyed this video lecture and your basic concept are clear now, and I'm clear that you are able to understand the basic division of earth. See you again after a short break.